Thank you, Davis, and good afternoon all. Thank you for the opportunity to interact and to share and to learn from each other. Welcome to the Rock Hazard Identification and Safe Removal Innovation Showcase that we will look at now, and which is the culmination of the challenge which took place in 2022. One of the initiatives of the precinct is to run these kind of technology innovation competitions with industry and within industry. This is just another example of that. I think those of you by now in the room are familiar with the two key partners who drove the initiative collaboratively, the Minerals Council of South Africa and the Mandela Mining Precinct. And we did that through our Advanced Orebody Knowledge Programme, which Michelle Pinar is our program manager. As a precinct, we continue to improve and refine the way we achieve our objective to strengthen and improve the mining innovation performance, and in that process also have a strong focus on more applied solutions that can be taken to industry. Also the reason for this competition. Among other things, we seek to build systems and platforms that may be too complex or too expensive for an individual organization to actually achieve or to do. But then through, as we said, a partnership and the approach that we follow here make it possible. So the collective action and the development of solutions is key in such a process. I think something that we refer to quite often today so far, the MMP program looks to actively building trust between partners, and in so doing strengthen the network and the relationships. And one of our strategic objectives of the precinct is actually to do exactly that, is to play a role in re-establishing the mining, or then in our strong focus, mineral extraction, research, development and innovation capability and the network between the various parties. So innovation is inherently risky a process, as we know, and are best done with people you trust. And as I said, that was raised quite often today. So this engagement and inclusion are crucial components throughout such a process. So we are happy to have collaboratively run this initiative between, as I mentioned, the precinct and the Minerals Council, but very importantly with the insights and the support of our two champion mines, Sabanya Stillwater and Impala Platinum. And really a big thank you to them for the key role that they played in this process, and as I mentioned, their expertise, insights and support provided. So we thank them all for the support and the shared ownership of the initiative. And I'm going to hand over now to Michelle to take us through a bit more detail of the detail. Thank you.
So I see Alex has prepared like 15 pages of speech for me. So I think everybody that knows me knows I'm not quite good with speeches. So good afternoon, everybody. In early 2022, I think it was March last year, we were looking to look at innovative solutions that could identify rock hazards and obviously get the geology ahead of the face, and also help us with re-examination process, as well as the making safe process underground. So when we sat together with the Minerals Council, we identified that we actually, and with the FOGAP team, we identified that we had similar ambitions, and we decided to actually, for a more impactful outcome, to join up together to look at how we can combine our efforts, our skills, our the people that we know, and see how we can actually get something together under the FOGAP team, that's known as the Fourth Ground Action Plan, and then the Mandela Mining Precinct Advanced Orebody Programme. So we got together, and with the help of RHID, we actually decided to look and see what was out there. So from probably March till about October last year, the RHID team did a scouting. They went internationally looking at all technologies available. We identified some technologies to know what we have available, what is there, what is not there. And then we decided, okay, then we will do something different, and we'll look at an innovation showcase. But let me get back to my speech. So I think what's important and why we want to do it is obviously from the safety side. We know fall of grounds are one of the highest risk or biggest contributors to our safety. And I think most of the room, if I look here, is either geophysicists or geologists, rock engineers, and some surveyors. But our biggest challenge on the mines is how can we make the underground environment safer. So if we look at the fatalities that we've had we had a good safety run last year with 49 fatalities compared to the previous year of 74% of 74 people. That's a 34% improvement. I think we need to highlight that any person that we kill that gets injured or killed underground is one person too many. We can't allow it, it's not acceptable. We also saw a nice improvement in our fall of ground related fatalities, where we had a reduction from 2021 from 20 fatalities to 6 people. For this, up to yesterday, I'm not sure if anything has changed today, we've had 2 fatalities in the industry, and none of them fall of ground related. So I think that is a good sign, but we need to keep the momentum going. So I think before I carry on, if I can just ask everybody that we can have a moment of silence, just to think of those comrades and employees that's lost their lives underground. So we can just have a moment of silence. Thanks. Thank you. So Duncan and his team under FOGAP, one of the pillars is to invest a total of 40 million rand over 5 years. And I think that's a lot of money just to look at research and development. And the intention of FOGAP is to look at the low-hanging fruit, especially for fall of ground fatality elimination. And it includes boring technology that will identify and assist with loose rock removal, and obviously to make it safe and effective. Parallel to that, the Mandela Mining Precinct, our program, the Advanced Orebody Knowledge Programme, we're looking at facilitating and coordinating research to look at identifying loose, obviously the risk ahead of the face, and also in the environment that the miners are working in. And a strong side of my program is to look at the zero harm objectives. We know that geology comes with risk. If we understand the geology, then we can understand the risk. And you can't always eliminate it, but you can mitigate it or minimize it if you know where it is. So as part of the broader efforts, technologies that can be applied on the face by the mining teams, and we want to identify the structures. And with this, we actually identify that let's look at the rock hazards challenge that we need to do. And so, as I've mentioned, we looked at some solutions and some solution providers to look at those technologies. And then what we did is we asked people to submit proposals and their suggestions to our challenge. So we called it a challenge last year. And with this, we had a set panel of judges, which consisted of Sylvania Minerals Council guys, Duncan and the RHID, some of the Mandela Mining Precinct guys, as well as Polo. And from that, we looked at the proposals and we actually identified some finalists. And from the finalists, then we actually conducted a pitching tent that was held in December. This was then held where the guys pitched their technologies with a nice presentation. It was all done online, and then we identified the winners and obviously the runners up. And that's why we're here today, is to congratulate those finalists and the winners as well. So over the next few hours, and I hope people can stick around after lunch. I think most of you guys are pretty tired already. I think it's the traffic from this morning, and I think there's two of us that our cars broke down. I'm not sure if there's anybody else. So hopefully we can give these guys the opportunity to showcase their technologies and demonstrate what they have been working on and what they have. And I think what would also be nice, obviously it will be a very short presentations, but from there we will go to DigiMine where they can actually showcase some of this stuff as well. And as industry, and I see there's some other members from the unions, DSR, DMRE, I would really ask that you guys ask these guys questions. I think it's good for us, or for them as well, to know what we want to know, what questions, what burning issues we have, so that they know where they can improve and do everything else. So I don't think I've spoken through this 15 pages, but I've definitely managed to deal with my time. So without further ado, let me hand over and then we can identify the finalists.
Great, thank you so much, Michelle.
In early 2022, the Minerals Council South Africa and the Mandela Mining Precinct set out to identify innovative solutions that would improve the way in which rock hazards are identified underground in the process of making safe in underground mining. For a more impactful outcomes, the two organizations agreed to combine efforts being made under the Council's Fall of Ground Action Plan and the Precinct's Advanced Orebody Knowledge Programme. The Fall of Ground Action Plan, developed in 2021, sought to galvanize coordinated industry action in several interventions to eliminate falls of ground fatalities over 5 years. One of the action plan's pillars is to invest a total of 40 million rand over 5 years in collaborative R&D on low-hanging fruit for fog fatality elimination. The Mandela Mining Precinct's Advanced Orebody Knowledge Programme has been facilitating and coordinating research and development to provide mine planners, rock engineers, geologists, and other decision makers with information and knowledge that will contribute to the optimal extraction and zero harm objectives. As part of the broader effort, technologies that can be applied on the face by the mining teams to better identify geological structures and loose rock are essential to a safer, more efficient working environment. Between August and October 2022, solution providers from across the world submitted their proposals of innovations and tools to help in identifying rock hazards underground by mining teams and/or assist with the safe and controlled removal of loose rocks found to be at risk of falling. A panel of judges composed of key experts from the Minerals Council South Africa, Mandela Mining Precinct, and Champions Mines Sibanye Stillwater and Impala Platinum reviewed the proposals submitted and selected 7 finalists to proceed to the final round. A pitching den, which was held in December 2022. The compelling and promising innovations presented to judges at this pitching den led to the selection of a winner and various runner-ups. On the 22nd of February 2023, an innovation showcase and award ceremony was held at the University of the Witwatersrand in collaboration with the WITS Mining Institute and DigiMine. Guests got a chance to see demonstrations of the prototypes at the DigiMine's mock mine. Let's take a look at our exciting finalists. A mining and industrial technology provider that began its journey in 2016 and headquartered in Toronto, Canada, and currently serves customers internationally. RockMass has become an industry-leading LiDAR data collection company, offering its clients an array of products designed to automate the collection and post-processing of key structural and geological data. RockMass Technologies submitted their commercially available Mapper solution. The Mapper allows users to collect geological and geotechnical data safely at a distance and within seconds, increasing efficiency and accuracy. RAMJAG Technology Solutions is a specialized system integrator and technology advisory company dedicated to operations technology for the mining industry in challenging geographical markets. For this challenge, RAMJAG proposed a comprehensive service combining a set of different technologies: rock monitoring cables and cable bolts, face mapping technology with LiDAR scanning, underground drones for 3D point cloud creation, and real-time data connection with sensor, supported through reporting and data visualization software. Stratify, an exciting newcomer founded in 2019, has created a platform where all data can be shared, viewed, and addressed with high accuracy. For this challenge, Stratify proposed the fall of ground plug-in to its platform, a layered representation of a multidisciplinary approach, with the results of the analysis being presented in almost real time. The following finalists were selected as runners-up with access to testing and piloting at the Industry Mine and select Sibanye Stillwater operations. The CSIR's Advanced Internet of Things AIoT group specializes in research and development on IoT technologies. The group has field expertise for R&D deployments in underground mining and is developing other products in this area. The CSIR AIoT group pitched their integrated thermal and acoustic device, or ITAD. The ITAD is a lightweight handheld device that early entry examiners can use to identify loose rock in the hanging wall. The device improves the examiner's ability to identify loose rock by providing visual processing to increase the field of vision and machine learning acoustic sensing. The visual processing develops a panoramic image of the thermal image to increase the field of vision. The acoustic sensing uses a trained machine learning algorithm to identify the sound of loose rock after it has been tapped. TCS Research proposed ROXA and mmWave SAR imaging for real-time rock mass quality inspection. This unique solution, which provides high-resolution imaging capability of surface discontinuities, it uses a millimeter wave, mmWave, radar to scan the surface under test. With the help of a novel mmWave synthetic aperture radar SAR imaging algorithm, it generates a high-fidelity radar image. Millimeter waves are extremely sensitive to surface aberrations. Flyability is a Swiss company building solutions for the inspection and exploration of indoor, inaccessible, and confined spaces. Flyability pioneered confined space inspection drones, creating new technology that allows inspectors to collect data remotely. Since launching in 2014, Flyability has become a trusted provider of internal inspection solutions, enabling remote data collection with cutting-edge hardware and software. Flyability's Helios 3 drone is specially designed for confined spaces and enables its customers to analyze data while operating it, and post-flight too, by post-processing the LiDAR data collected. RHID Mining was selected winner of the Rock Hazard Identification Innovation Challenge. RHID Mining is a company dedicated to developing, manufacturing, and distributing innovative technologies for the management of safety within the mining industry. The company has focused on providing and improving real-time mine safety for surface and underground applications. RHID submitted a next-generation ground-penetrating radar technology, the Subsurface Profiler, SSP. This tool is able to quickly and accurately identify rock structures inside the rock mass.
But the key focus here is the people on the face. The idea is that whatever innovations we come up here needs to be able to provide those guys with direct benefit and immediate benefit.
As the winner, RHID Mining is the beneficiary of the R1 million seed funding grant from the Fall of Ground Action Plan's collaborative R&D fund. We believe that further developing, testing, and trialing the variety of complementary solutions identified through this challenge will bring us another step closer to eliminating falls of ground fatalities and injuries.